Izzy the producer, 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 producer.
What's up? The Sticky Nation is my family. Like, that's not just me. It's y'all too. Y'all watching. Y'all here. Go ahead and put that subscribe button. Like it. Like the video if you like what I'm doing. And also help me to keep creating more videos. But today, shoes was beat. Like, I bought them with my brother for like $30. So regardless, it's a steal. Because I mean, when you customizing, I buy any shoe. If it's a beat shoe like this, I buy it. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? I can easily paint it, do whatever I want. It's a free canvas. I mean, whether I'm wearing a shoe myself or if I'm displaying it up as art, it's more canvas. So, I mean, if y'all ever have the opportunity to buy beaters, buy a beater and donate it to your boy. Or if you want to sell it to me, sell it to me. I'll buy beaters. Just comment, hit me in the DMs on Instagram, let me know. I will buy them. I don't care. I want to start actually sewing stuff too. Like, right now it's all painting because I don't know how to sew. But best believe, that's what we got YouTube for. I'ma go on YouTube. I'ma learn just like y'all learn. Y'all click on the video, y'all type in what y'all want to learn, and y'all learn. Simple as that. But anyways, without me rambling and talking so much, we about to get on. Geez, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but best believe it's gonna be looking new, baby. Forget the bullshit. So you know, first things first, before you do a custom, you gotta have a clean base before you work on this shoe. This is the most important part when you're customizing a shoe. Tape off every area that you do not want this paint to get on. Like, please do not try to rush past this. This is the most important thing that you do in this custom. So now that I laid down my 3 background colors, you see me going in with the stencil. This is by far my favorite stencil to use. It's like a kind of like a reptile skin, snake skin, I don't know how to explain it, but just put it down with a black and it'll make that background pop. So you see me taping over what I just painted. That was the wrong thing to do. Like, I was supposed to use low-tack tape, so take notes on that. I'll make mistakes as well, even though I make a tutorial videos. But you're gonna see what I do to make up for that. Because when you're an artist, that's what you do. You get creative, you improvise, learn from your mistakes, and just make it look better. But right now we're going to start on this wood grain effect. We're going to start off with a base layer of white. Then right after that, we're going to go in with our first color, which is going to be buttercup. That makes that wood grain pop more. So for the base layer of the wood, I'm going to be using the color butter. You can get it from the link below. I got it from Angelus, but you always want to mix a 1-to-1 ratio with the too thin and also with the Angelus paint, just to make it as easy as possible. And also I'm gonna do about 2 to 3 layers of this butter just to have that solid background, and then I'm gonna start going in with the details for the wood effect. So to get this wood grain started, we're going to start flicking the toothbrush with the light brown, and then using the paintbrush, lightly going over it in the same direction. And then to get the dark marks, you want to use your toothbrush and go in the same direction that you use with your paintbrush. And trust the process. It's going to look like it's not going to look like wood, but once you start spraying in with the airbrush, everything's going to come together. Just take your time and do your layers. So for my highlights, I use caramel just to get that light color brown for the little extra highlights that's going to be in this shoe. Then right after that, we're going to start going in with the light brown just to bring everything out. And it's going to pop so much when you do this. And make sure when you get done with the light brown, go around all the outlines of the edges just to give this a more realistic look. So when you see me using this airbrush, I'm going to make small dagger strokes in the same direction as the actual when I was using the paintbrush, just to give this a more realistic look. And it's also just it's gonna make it vibe together well. And you're gonna see that right here. And this is when I realized I fucked up. Once I was taking the tape off this first pattern that I did, I noticed that the paint stuck to the tape and ripped that pattern off. All that hard work for nothing, right? But this is what we're artists for, so we gotta improvise. And I did a base coat layer of white just so I could start drawing and painting over this. And this scene right here, what I'm painting, is actually Riley Freeman from Boondocks when he was writing his letter to Santa. Now that I got down Riley Freeman, now I'm gonna start working on Huey, which is his brother, both from the same cartoon. This was my favorite show growing up. So right now I'm just putting my base coats of the white just for the KAWS eye, and then I'm gonna have the eyelids yellow. So right here you see me drawing in bark, but you're not gonna be able to see just because the pencil's so light. But I like to always just freehand the drawing and then go back over with my paintbrush and fill everything in.
Purchase your tracks today.
This pen you see me using right now is like dilutional ink, I believe that's what it's called. But it works just like acrylic paint. And this pen just helps you get your details as clean as possible and have more stability when you're trying to have those straight lines.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
So when I first was painting the tongue, like I was doing a different design, but I had to cover up that with a base coat of white so I could start putting this hardwood effect on here just to make the shoe go together. We're going to be doing the same process that we did on the base of the shoe for the wood effect on the tongue. So now I'm just going through outlining the colors just to make it pop more, and you're going to see me adding the cracks coming out of the corners of each panel because that's the type of theme I was going for. So for each of the nettings and also the liner, sock liner, you're gonna add a 1-to-1 ratio of flat black and also GAC 900 just so it can get that netted in the background on there. And then also for the actual netting, we're gonna make some tooth to hard and some black just to make sure that it don't scratches off. So I did a base coat of white over the actual Jordan logo on the tongues because I wanted to do something different and change this up and make it a zebra effect. So right here you see me mixing the flat black with the duller just to be able to make it more of a duller color. But I'm painting it as black because it makes it more of a color pop. I also want to apologize that I just not get the clip of me applying the finisher on the shoes. But to be able to make your shoes wearable, you have to apply finisher. So for the last final job is putting the laces in these shoes. I'm using the Jordan 11 laces on these shoes just because I like the actual look of the Jordan 11 laces inside of these 4s. But it's all your preference on the shoelaces you want to put in your shoes. But for me, we're going with the Jordan 11 laces.